Hello, moving right along in our videos. Hope these are probably not too enjoyable or humorous, but maybe they're somewhat informative. This was on the EDC video of what I usually carry at least most days of the week. Don't take them to work, most of these things, because I work in a really dirty place, factory. Don't want to get them messed up, but I try to, if I'm going anywhere else or my day off work, I'll put these things in my pockets just so they'll be ready to go if I need them. So this is a Smith & Wesson. It's obviously not a Spyderco or Benchmade or Case knife. I'm sure Smith & Wesson doesn't make these, but whoever makes them, and then Smith & Wesson puts their name on them. Black is kind of a rubberized grip. You can see, sort of barely see where maybe it might be rubbing off a little bit. I've had this for probably a year and a half, 2 years maybe, and still it looks to be pretty good shape. Although all honesty, my gear doesn't get the abuse as it would if I was a policeman or soldier or anything like that. And I don't carry these to the office because I don't work in an office, but I guess if you want to call me a house ninja or office ninja more than a full-time policeman or soldier, be more applicable. So these aren't getting heavy-duty use, but it has held up well for somebody who just wants a decent knife. About $18 on Amazon is what I paid for it back then. It's got the little thumb studs on both sides. Can't take this off and put it on the other side, the belt clip, so that's fixed, so you're not going to be able to move that around like maybe some of the higher quality knives. But a really firm pocket clip. Don't think you have to worry about it snapping in two or breaking off. This is supposed to be a seatbelt cutter right here. I don't know if I was fixing to drown to death, if that would cut through a seatbelt or not. And that's supposed to bust out the window after you cut your seatbelt. I don't know if it would or not. Hope I never have to find out. If I'm ever in that situation, I'll probably be panicking too much to remember that that's what this is advertised for. So, as I mentioned on the EDC video, a lot of times what I use this for is just like if I've got something I want to cut or trim or whatever, it'll cut through that. Not even all that well, really. But if one of my kids has a loose string on their outfit, or my wife forgot to take the price tag off of something, the little plastic price tag thingy that holds a price tag on, you don't want to, and the children are all little, I don't want to have a pair of scissors at the back of their neck trying to cut a tag off, or a little plastic thingy or a string or something like that. Definitely don't want to pull out the knife while the children are around and take even the slightest risk of them getting injured in some way. But with this, don't have to worry about that. I can just pull up the price tag, put it in that little groove right there, and pull it on the little plastic. It'll break away. Read one review where a guy uses this more for a fishing line when he's fishing and he baits his lure, I think is the terminology. I'm not an outdoorsman really. He gets his fishing line, he'll pull this out, or I think he said he leaves it clipped. He leaves it clipped like on his shirt pocket, and he can just reach up with one hand with his fishing string and put it through that groove, and it'll snap his fishing line for him. So that's a good idea also. Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. I don't know if any Navy SEALs are carrying these. I doubt it. But it's black and tactical, and that's what sells. That's why I bought it. Model number SWFR. It's probably going to be blurry. FR2S, and that would stand for Smith & Wesson First Responder 2, second edition, and S, I'm guessing, would stand for the serrated edge. It's got the little locking thing on the inside. Push it over with your thumb, close it. They do make a SWFR1 but it's not all black. It's still in black, and I like the looks of this one better. So hope that'll help inform your purchase. It was one of the better selling knives on Amazon a couple years ago, and I looked online and it's still right up there if I remember correctly. So a good knife, consistently selling. If you're into spending $100, $150, $200 on pocket knives, you'd probably laugh at this knife to carry. But for your average person, it's going to suit the needs quite well.